JBL, bro. Just be lean. Holy brutal, as the Black Pillars would say. You know, JBL, bro. Just be lean. Being lean is the number one thing that you can do for just like your general attractiveness. I'll be honest. It's completely different when you go from being, you know, 15 to 20% body fat to like 10 to 12% body fat. You're living an entire new life, guys. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. And I can tell you that as somebody who's been overweight and who's been freaking shredded in different times of their lives. You know, it's always different, okay? I've been skinny fat, I've been skinny, I've been fat, and I've been proportionate, you know, lean, aesthetic, and yeah, I can tell you for a fact that the best is being lean and aesthetic, but the second best is being skinny. All right. If you're fat, you get nothing from anything. Okay. When I was fat, I was bulking. I was 225 pounds, probably around 20% body fat. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail, but it was terrible, man. It was very sucky, I'll be honest, right? Because I was working out hard, you know. I was pushing heavy ass weights. I was moving 350 pounds on bench press like it was nothing. But nobody cared because I was fat, you know. Now when I go to the gym and I hit 315 for like 2 reps, I feel weak, but everybody around me is like, holy bro, how are you so strong? And the one difference really is that I'm just lean now. Okay. So it makes everything I do more impressive. Girls are easier to talk to because I'm lean and I look good. My skin is clear because I'm not freaking eating a bunch of shit and bulking. My teeth are white because I'm not constantly shoving shit down my mouth, you know. Even when I don't have a nice haircut, you know, I don't really cut my hair too often. My mom does it for me. It's a completely different world, right? Even if I had a nice fresh haircut when I was fat, it was like, nobody gave a shit, man. If I get a nice haircut now, bro, I'm gonna clean up, all right? But the way that people treat you is completely like polar opposites. You drop 5 to 10% body fat and you will experience a whole new world, all right? Girls are nicer, guys are nicer, people respect you faster, you know. Like I go to shake somebody's hands and I'll be wearing like a real shirt, you know, covering my shoulders and everything, and they can just see the veins in my forearms, you know, and they just respect me automatically, you know. I don't have to earn respect anymore. It's just given to me by my existence, and I want you to experience the same thing. All right, you need to go to the gym, eat whole foods, and if you're fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit. All right, that's the main thing. That is the most important factor for getting lean, at least, right? If you were like I was a while ago and you're really skinny, I would say don't go into a heavy bulk and get fat. You can do that. That's what I did. I got really fat, put on a bunch of muscle, and I just cut it off later. But I would say it's not very useful. All right, you can just do an appropriate bulk and not put on too much fat, and stay relatively lean while you're bulking. You know, that's what I would recommend doing, because dirty bulking, which is what I did, doesn't really help you put on much more muscle mass. It's easier to put on mass quickly, but like half the mass that you put on is just fat, right? And unless you're using PEDs, you can't really increase the amount of contractile tissue that you're putting on during a certain period of time. So whether you're eating 1,000 calorie surplus or 500, you're going to be putting on just about the same amount of muscle, which is something that I didn't understand at the time. So, you know, try to understand that and try to keep everything just perfectly balanced. That's what I would say. Try to keep everything, don't go too extreme in any direction. If you're fat, don't go cutting 1,000 calories from your diet. just go into a, you know, nice sustainable 400 calorie deficit and just run it for a long time, okay? Because nothing good comes overnight, and if you try to rush the process, you'll just end up, you know, binging out and not being able to stick to your diet, right? We've all done it. You know, it's a big mistake. You go into 1,000 calorie surplus thinking, oh man, I'm so mentally strong, I'm better than everybody else. But it's like, no, you're not. You know, your cravings are going to come in at like 11 p.m. and guess what? You're going to be binging out on junk food like anybody else would, okay? You might stick to the diet for like a week or two, but then you'll have 3-4 weeks where you're like, oh man, I don't feel like doing the diet anymore, blah 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 blah, make up a bunch of excuses, and you're just gonna eliminate all the progress that you've already made. So make sure you're in a 400 calorie deficit, no more, no less. It's just the perfect amount. And if you're bulking, make sure you're in a maybe 100 to 200, 300 calorie surplus. Really, you could really just stay at maintenance and, you know, build muscle, but your maintenance would obviously increase over time. So you've got to adapt for that, right? If you're going into a deficit, I would say you need to find out what your maintenance is first, right? So go on tdeecalculator.com or .net, something like that, and, you know, just put in your weight, height, and, you know, approximately what body fat percentage you are. If you don't, it's just an option, you don't have to put it in, but, you know, height, weight, age, and it'll give you a maintenance based off like your activity level, right? So if you work out 7 times a week, it'll give you a higher maintenance, obviously, but you've got to be working out actually like 7 days a week, right? This isn't something that's like, you get it. I doubt that you're super low IQ, but yeah, no, get into a deficit, get really lean, and if you're like lacking muscle, once you get lean, then, you know, start back up. Just go back into a bulk, not a heavy bulk, no junk food, no dirty bulking, guys. That's stupid. Just, you know, a slight surplus or maintenance, and build muscle from there. And it's going to take time. It's going to take years. I didn't start seeing results with my physique until like 5 years, 4 years into training. Okay. It takes a long time, and that's just how it is, right? It sucks, but it is what it is. Once you get here though, it's a different world. Okay. All right. Just know that once you get lean and you have some decent muscle mass, guys, nothing is comparable. You know, the treatment that you receive from just the average person is unfathomable, just because you've done what most people won't do, right? Most people won't be consistent in something that's semi-hard for months, years, and that's all. It's not difficult. It's not like you're running a marathon every day, but it's just slightly uncomfortable. And if you can stick with it for a very long period of time, then you will see the results, and you will very much enjoy them. All right. Anyways, this was it for my video. Thank you. If you enjoyed this, if you found value in it, you know, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.